Manny Pacquiao and Antonio Margarito created one of the most memorable boxing matches in history on November 13, 2010, at Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This bout was not merely a contest between two fighters, it represented a battle between good and evil, integrity and the dirty tricks often associated with the sport. Manny Pacquiao, hailed as one of the greatest fighters of his era, faced Antonio Margarito, an opponent known not only for his power but also for the controversies and suspicions surrounding his honesty in the ring. Antonio Margarito, nicknamed the Tijuana Tornado, was a Mexican fighter recognized for his formidable size and knockout power. However, behind his impressive record lay a dark narrative filled with allegations of foul play. His reputation reached a peak in 2009 when he was caught preparing for a fight against Shane Mosley with hand wraps that contained plaster inserts, effectively turning his fists into weapons. This scandal shook the boxing community to its core and transformed Margarito into a villain in the eyes of fans and fighters alike. As anticipation built for the fight against Pacquiao, Margarito exuded arrogance and confidence. He mocked Pacquiao in interviews, claiming that the Filipino fighter was too small to compete with him. Margarito's dismissive remarks painted a picture of a man who underestimated his opponent. He towered over Pacquiao by 4.5 inches, had a reach advantage of 6 inches, and weighed 15 pounds more on fight day. However, for Manny, this fight was about more than just a title, it was a chance to restore justice and teach a lesson to those who believed they were above the rules. When fight night arrived, the atmosphere was electric, charged with tension and anticipation. Pacquiao entered the ring with a determined look, focused and ready to strike. From the very first round, it became evident that Margarito had misjudged his opponent. Pacquiao dominated the fight, pinning Margarito against the ropes and delivering precise, lightning-fast combinations. Margarito's face quickly became a bloody canvas, with a deep cut forming under his right eye, which began to close as the fight progressed. Despite Margarito's size and power, he struggled against Pacquiao's speed and technique. The fight statistics revealed staggering numbers. Out of over 1,000 punches thrown by Pacquiao, 474 found their mark. Each time Margarito attempted to close in, Pacquiao expertly countered, dodging powerful hits and landing his own combinations that visibly unsettled his opponent. Margarito managed to land a few punches, but they were not enough to turn the tide in his favor. His most successful moment came in the 6th round when he landed a powerful liver shot, briefly worrying Pacquiao's fans. However, this fleeting success was overshadowed by Pacquiao's relentless assault. As the fight continued, Pacquiao maintained control, landing punch after punch. Margarito's face showed the toll of the fight, with a grotesque injury under his right eye. Despite his battered appearance, Margarito displayed a warrior's spirit, continuing to fight back and urging the referee to let the match continue, stating he would rather die than surrender. However, Pacquiao's precision and determination proved overwhelming. He continued to land clean shots, further rearranging Margarito's face and leaving him with no clear path to victory. The referee, Lawrence Cole, allowed the fight to continue, despite the evident damage Margarito was sustaining. In the later rounds, Pacquiao showed signs of holding back, sparing Margarito from further punishment. After the bout, Pacquiao admitted that he had chosen to ease off in the later rounds, demonstrating a sense of compassion for his opponent. Margarito later expressed regret for not allowing his team to stop the fight earlier. The orbital injury he sustained effectively ended his career, depriving him of the opportunity for a rematch. Pacquiao's victory not only elevated him to new heights in the boxing world but also symbolized that true skill and respect for opponents always prevail in the ring. The fight between Manny Pacquiao and Antonio Margarito will forever be remembered as a defining moment in boxing history. It showcased Pacquiao's incredible skill, speed, and heart, while also serving as a cautionary tale about the consequences of dishonesty in the sport. Pacquiao emerged not just as a champion but as a symbol of integrity and perseverance. This bout was more than just a victory for Pacquiao, it was a moment of justice, a reminder that in the world of boxing, the true champions are those who fight with honor and respect. The clash between Pacquiao and Margarito embodied the spirit of competition and the age-old battle between good and evil in the ring. It highlighted the importance of integrity in sports and the impact of a fighter's reputation on their legacy. As fans reflect on this monumental fight, it stands as a testament to the fact that true greatness in boxing is not solely measured by titles and accolades but also by the character and sportsmanship displayed within the ring. In the aftermath, Pacquiao's career continued to flourish, solidifying his status as one of the all-time greats. He went on to achieve numerous accolades, including titles in multiple weight classes and recognition as a global sports icon. His journey from humble beginnings in the Philippines to becoming a world champion and a congressman in his home country inspired millions. Pacquiao's story is one of resilience, determination, and the pursuit of excellence, making him a role model for aspiring athletes worldwide. Meanwhile, Margarito's career took a downward spiral following the fight. The injuries he sustained not only affected his performance but also tarnished his reputation irreparably. The boxing community remained divided over his legacy, with many fans unable to separate his past controversies from his accomplishments in the ring. Margarito's story serves as a reminder of the fine line between success and failure in the world of sports, where one moment of poor judgment can lead to devastating consequences. As time passes, the fight between Pacquiao and Margarito will continue to be analyzed and discussed by boxing enthusiasts. It will be remembered not just for the physicality of the bout but for the underlying themes of justice, redemption, and the moral dilemmas that exist in competitive sports. The narrative surrounding this fight transcends the ring, prompting discussions about ethics, integrity, and the responsibilities of athletes as role models. The boxing world has always been rife with stories of redemption and revenge, but the Pacquiao-Margarito fight stands out for its dramatic flair and emotional weight. For Pacquiao, the fight was personal. He had faced numerous fighters throughout his career, but Margarito represented a different challenge, one that was intertwined with the very fabric of boxing ethics. Pacquiao was not just fighting for a title, he was fighting for respect, for the spirit of the sport, and for all those who had been wronged by Margarito's actions in the past. The promotional events leading up to the fight were filled with tension. Margarito, with his brash attitude, often belittled Pacquiao, claiming that he was merely a stepping stone in his path to greatness. In contrast, Pacquiao remained humble and focused, letting his fists do the talking. He understood that the fight was not about words but about actions. This mentality resonated with fans, further fueling the anticipation for the showdown. As the fight unfolded, the crowd was treated to a masterclass in boxing. Pacquiao's footwork was impeccable, allowing him to dart in and out of range while delivering punishing blows. His speed was unmatched, and Margarito, despite his size and power, struggled to keep up. Each round saw Pacquiao landing combinations that left Margarito reeling. The Mexican fighter's face began to show the signs of the relentless assault, with swelling and cuts becoming more pronounced as the rounds progressed. Margarito, known for his toughness, refused to back down. He continued to press forward, trying to land his own heavy shots, but Pacquiao's defense was too solid. The Filipino fighter's ability to slip punches and counter effectively left Margarito frustrated. Each time Margarito thought he had found an opening, Pacquiao would evade and respond with a flurry of punches that sent the crowd into a frenzy. As the fight approached its later rounds, it became increasingly clear that Pacquiao was in control. The ringside commentators noted the disparity in skill and strategy, highlighting how Pacquiao's experience and training were paying off. Margarito's corner began to worry, they could see the damage accumulating and knew they had to make a tough decision. The fight was not going the way they had hoped, and the risk of further injury to their fighter was becoming a serious concern. In the 10th round, the referee finally stepped in, assessing Margarito's condition. The sight of Margarito's battered face and the evident damage he had sustained led to a moment of hesitation. The referee, aware of the implications, decided to let the fight continue, but the tension in the arena was palpable. Fans held their breath, knowing that Margarito was a warrior but also recognizing that he was taking unnecessary punishment. As the final rounds ticked down, Pacquiao continued to showcase his skills, landing punch after punch. The fight was a testament to his training, discipline, and heart. He was not just fighting for himself, he was fighting for the integrity of the sport and for all those who believed in fair play. Pacquiao's dominance was evident, and the crowd erupted with each clean shot that landed on Margarito. When the final bell rang, it was clear that Pacquiao had emerged victorious. The judges scored the fight overwhelmingly in his favor, and the crowd erupted in cheers. Pacquiao had not only won the fight but had also avenged the dishonor that Margarito had brought to the sport. The victory was sweet, not just for Pacquiao but for all those who believed in the principles of boxing, honor, respect, and integrity. In the post-fight interviews, Pacquiao expressed gratitude to his fans and acknowledged the significance of the victory. He spoke about the importance of fighting with honor and the responsibility that comes with being a champion. His words resonated with fans around the world, solidifying his status as not just a great fighter but also a great ambassador for the sport. Margarito, on the other hand, faced a different reality. The aftermath of the fight was difficult for him. The injuries he sustained would have lasting effects on his career, and the public's perception of him had shifted dramatically. The once feared fighter was now viewed with skepticism and doubt. His legacy was marred by the controversies that had preceded the fight, and the defeat only added to the narrative of his fall from grace. In the years that followed, both fighters continued to navigate their careers, but the impact of that fight lingered. Pacquiao went on to achieve even greater heights, while Margarito struggled to reclaim his place in the boxing world. The lessons learned from their encounter served as a reminder of the importance of integrity in sports and the consequences of straying from that path. As the boxing community reflects on the clash between Manny Pacquiao and Antonio Margarito, it becomes clear that their battle was more than just a fight, it was a pivotal moment in the history of the sport. It highlighted the values that define boxing and the impact that a single fight can have on a fighter's legacy. The themes of redemption, justice, and the battle between good and evil continue to resonate, making this bout a timeless story in the annals of boxing history. In conclusion, the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Antonio Margarito will forever be etched in the memories of boxing fans. It was a clash not just of fists but of ideals, a representation of the ongoing struggle for honor in a sport that has seen its fair share of controversy. Pacquiao's victory was a testament to his skill, determination, and the belief that integrity ultimately prevails in the ring. As boxing continues to evolve, the story of this unforgettable fight will serve as a guiding light, reminding future generations of the importance of fighting not just for titles but for the spirit of the sport itself.